www.seancartervillas.co.ke.
American Jimmy Walker won his first major with a one-shot victory at the US PGA Championship at Baltusrol, and the 37-year-old closed with a bogey-free 3 under par 67 to hold off Australia's world number 1 Jason Day and win on 14 under.
You know, Jason, when he holes out for eagle on the last hole, doesn't give me a whole lot of time to kind of soak it in. It was still game time. You know, if he makes birdie, I got a couple to play with, and I can relax a little bit. But I didn't get to relax. I was standing out there in the fairway and just said, Andy and I both said, let's go for it, you know. I didn't say this, but I figured, 19 times out of 20, you're going to make a 5 going for the green from right there. And we had a good front number. And that's what we did and went with it, and ended up having to make a little tester coming in and just buried it. It was awesome. I'm glad you guys think I thought I looked calm. I mean, that's huge, because that's what I was going for. I felt confident. I felt confident in myself. I felt confident in what I was doing. I felt confident in my golf swing, my putting, chipping, and I just kind of tried to wrap myself around that everything was feeling good, and to go with that and trust what I was doing, trust all the stuff that I have been working on, and that's what I tried to apply out there.
Lewis Hamilton dominated the German Grand Prix to move into a 19-point lead in the championship over Mercedes teammate Nico Rosberg. Hamilton shot into the lead at the start from second on the grid as Rosberg slipped to fourth, where he finished after a difficult afternoon, and the German finished behind Red Bull's Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen. Here's BBC Sport with more details.
As in Budapest 1 week ago, Hamilton's victory was built on his start. After leaping into the lead of the Grand Prix from second on the grid, he was never under threat. For pole sitter Rosberg, it was a race to forget. He dropped to fourth by the first corner, and despite being back in front of the Red Bulls at one point, it wasn't enough to finish any higher than fourth. And after the fourth race of the season, Rosberg led the championship by 43 points. But 8 races later, Hamilton leads the title race by 19 points going into the summer break. Rosberg has a lot to figure out before the end of August.
What a race, obviously yesterday, second place, but what a great start. My engineers did a fantastic job. The balance was amazing, and it was just about keeping your cool and looking after the engine, and I'm just so happy that I could be up here for Mercedes-Benz. I mean, today I didn't make any mistakes, so I was really, so in my heart, I'm happy with what I did today. I came to do a job, and yesterday wasn't perfect, but you learn from those things, and today was a real show of looking at the glass half full and filling it up today.
Meanwhile, the mother-in-law of Formula One boss Bernie Ecclestone has been freed without any ransom paid after being kidnapped in Brazil. A ransom of $36.5 million was demanded, but none was paid according to Sao Paulo police, and 2 suspects were arrested with the victim not injured. Chris Meek has become the first Brit to win Rally Finland as he earned his second victory in this year's World Championship. Meek finished 29.1 seconds ahead of Finn Jari-Matti Latvala, and the Northern Irishman is racing a reduced schedule for Citroën this year as the team concentrates on developing a new car for next season. World number 1 Novak Djokovic won his first title since his surprise exit from Wimbledon with a straight sets win over Japan's Kei Nishikori in the final of the Rogers Cup in Toronto. And Djokovic won 6-3, 7-5 in a largely commanding performance. Arsene Wenger has defended his transfer policy and insists Arsenal will not just buy to buy. The Frenchman has confirmed the club are in the market for a new striker and centre-back, but he also echoed the sentiments of Chief Executive Ivan Gazidis, who this week insisted they will only spend a significant transfer fee on the right player.
If you look at the market in Europe, there's a lot of money available, but not many players who really strengthen the teams. And if you look at the teams who spend the most money in Europe, but not necessarily the teams who won the championships in England. You take the global investment of the clubs around us, didn't stop Leicester from winning the championship. So we have to focus on our quality, try to strengthen our team. I think we had 18 teams behind us last year, and make sure that we get 19 behind us next season.
Sean Carter-Villas, the voice of sport.